Is this super dramatic? Is this a really, really dramatic way to start a vlog? I think so. Bro. Totally killed my scene here. The 5th video shoot in 5 days. Then there's one more tomorrow still, but it's gonna be a good day. So this morning's actually a little bit unique. We're actually filming for something for a women's ministry thing at Faith Church, but my wife's actually doing all the editing for it. She's doing all the post-production because I have too much going on right now. But they wanted to go for the I Am Second look, and the I Am Second look, if you haven't seen it, is just directly one light over top of a white chair. We're doing a little bit more off-center so that I can get a little bit more fill on the front of the face and not have to fill in the side lights. Their setup is typically directly above, and then they have a little fill light on the floor. I'm gonna try to get away with just doing one light, and I'm using my new lights that I did the review on. These things work great, and they worked really, really well the other day. I only brought one C-stand, so I'm kind of multi-rigging it here with the C-stand for the light, and then the boom pole below it, which is not usually the way I do it, but it works. Going into my trusty F8 over here. Then we're doing a 45, 75, that's it.
You know, we live in a world where so many people tell you who you should be, what you should look like, what you should do. And on top of that, then you have that voice in your head that's telling you who you should be and what you should do and what you should look like. And I can't understand for the life of me why we listen to everybody else and we don't listen to God. And we don't listen to what he says about us.
And that's a wrap for the white chair experiment. There's our stage. Went good, went good. So that shoot went really well, and all we were doing was really just helping my wife, and Pablo was helping me just shoot the video, just trying to help her out since she's doing the editing for it, but that's not a 4LC Studios thing, nor is it even a video you'd see. I unfortunately got a little bit of a later start than I prefer on this vlog. It's already noon, but I'm still really passionate about what I talked about in this vlog. So make sure if you haven't yet watched this one that I'm doing right now and putting on, so it's the most recent vlog since the one you're watching, check it out. I think it should be valuable to you. In related news. So apparently my wife has like a toy swap or something where everyone brings over a bunch of toys and then they all come back over and they look around at all the toys and they take some things home with them, like, which I think is a cool idea. We should do that with cameras. That'd be sweet. So a lot of you have asked how I edit my audio for my vlogs or audio in general. It's pretty simple. The reason I color code everything like you always see in any Final Cut project that I have is that I color code things based on what they are. So dialogue audio that's straight from camera is always blue. The yellow that you see is always external audio that comes from anything that's you know, lav mics or off-camera mics. And then once everything is sorted correctly, I literally just export as audio only, and I only export the roll that I want to work on, which is usually just external audio or dialogue audio. Then I edit all the audio in Isotope. I do all my editing that I want, tweak things, EQ things, level things, anything I want. I export it, I drag it back into Final Cut, and I just put it in place, and I mute all the previous audio, and then it's consistent. That's how we keep things consistent. I work really hard on audio, even for these vlogs, of just getting things to be consistent. I always try my best to make sure that when you start and create the volume that you want to listen to the vlog at, you never have to adjust accordingly, and music and audio is always consistent and matching. So if you notice that at all, if you appreciate that at all, then sweet. I also try to even make all the little transitions between jump cuts to be smooth in audio, so there's never that awkward click that you hear in a lot of vlogs, but I probably spend more time than I really need to because most of you probably don't care or even notice, but I care. Also, you see the shot like this where I'm kind of very overexposed. If you ever see a shot on any of these vlogs that's very overexposed or underexposed or the white balance is just completely off, just know that yes, that drives me insane too, but in my vlogs, when I shoot things in aperture priority mode, which I'll talk more about in an upcoming video, I don't overstress that. I let the camera do the work. I want to work on focusing on what I'm trying to talk about or what I'm trying to vlog about, and I don't overthink making the camera just be perfect settings and me trying to manually set up each shot. I just don't have time for that. So there are times that I look back at things in post and it's really over or underexposed, but the Sony doesn't have a flip out screen, so I don't really even know it until post. So just understand, because I promise you, if you think too much about those kind of details when you try to vlog, you'll never actually vlog because it makes it too much work. So tomorrow we have a wedding and I'm excited. I have my third GH5, so tomorrow is like a full GH5 day. I might use the Sony, I'm not really positive, but here's my little charging station. I don't know if I've ever actually showed you this before, but outside in the hallway here between my office, this is how I have things set up. This is probably the messiest you'll see it, but down here I have a AAA and AA like rechargeable unit, so it's 10 at once, and I recharge all my batteries for the Zoom F8 in that, and also the Tascam DR10L. Then I have 3 GH5 battery chargers that are here side by side. Then I have these additional little dual ones that I bring with me in my pack, but I can charge in here. I can charge about 10 at once between these 3, and then I have 2 more of those. Then up here I have the really big Sony batteries that are for my Torch LED lights. These are like the little dual units here that you charge your batteries on. Over here, these will eventually be back in that little station over there, but my little walkie-talkies, those are always charging. This is normally not a mess, but this stuff's out of my office because my wife needs to use the office for this stuff. Charging the Ronin S gimbal right there. That's kind of it. I tend to keep mostly everything that I have fairly charged because in the event that like a random shoot comes up out of nowhere or something I'm not really expecting, I like to have everything charged and ready to go. But the night before a wedding, I always plug everything in, let it run, and make sure that everything's charged. Mostly the way that my setup is designed is that everything I have can actually be charged remotely anyway. So I have those power banks and I have the dual power bank chargers for the actual GH5 batteries, and then the Sony batteries I can charge remotely. So everything can be charged even if I'm like out and about. So I never stress it too much, but I always like to just have everything fresh. I like to have all memory cards formatted. I like to have all batteries charged, walkie-talkies ready to go. I make sure that everything is just ready to go. So when I get to the actual shoot, when I get to the wedding, whatever it is, I'm ready to just start and not wonder if there's something that's not charged or if there's something that's not yet formatted off the memory card. I'm an organized person. I'm not sure if you noticed that already, but I think it's important. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's vlog. Pretty laid back day, kind of an off day actually, but because I had the shoot earlier today, I was still doing a little bit of video stuff and I'm doing a little bit of editing right now, but that's really it. The night before a wedding, I'm kind of just packing up and just getting ready for stuff and planning the day and deciding what all my timelines look like. And also one real quick plug, because the fact that this is gonna upload tomorrow and we just released it today, if you are not already following the Wedding Film School YouTube channel, we are doing our very first Wedding Film School workshops in New York City, and it's only limited to 10 people max. It's going to be a really personal Q&A type style workshop that really talks about the business, talks about some shooting things, answers any questions. Myself and Craig Adams will be hosting it in New York City, in Manhattan. The link will be down in the description below. Hopefully it's not already sold out by the time you see this, but we're really excited for it. So if you want to be there, if you'd love to just get a chance to learn a little bit more about the wedding business, about how to shoot, about how to get clients, or maybe you just want to meet and hang with Craig and I, it'd be cool to meet you. So sign up if you can. I think it's super beneficial for you. I hope you can make it. But if you're not into weddings and you follow my channel for stuff other than weddings, then no problem. This is a great place to end the vlog.